Hello, this is a code book, and it's a pretty good reference for what I did today. Now, you can see I've been pretty busy, but you can't really figure out exactly what I did. Smart people might be able to, but they'd have to have my encryption, and you're not gonna ever get that, so go fuck yourself. Now, you can see that I did quite a bit of the same thing early in the morning, and a few more of the same stuff. This one stands out, but not for the reason you'd think. Everything is in code, and there's no way you could really tell anything. But codes are important. They're very important to my profession because essentially I'm an operative. You know, I work for an organization, a military branch that has a lot of shit that they want to do, and they don't want their enemies to find out that it's going to happen before it does. Now, I just switched into this code because a missive was intercepted yesterday at some point when I'm not even sure exactly when or what occurred, but I was told to switch encodings. So some of this is yesterday and most of it is today. So I just re-encoded it, and the old notebook, I just fucking burn those. I give them to Larry for encoding, and when he's done with them, I just fucking burn them because I cannot be fucking bothered. I've gone through so many of these things, and I used to copy them. I used to take as much precedence as I could, but what I really do now is I keep a separate book, a main book, and I have my own code for that isn't related to the Jackals or Compass language. So in that book, that's what I use to manage my accounts and figure out how much Zamir I have, how much Compass currency I have, how much human money, because all of this stuff is a business. And in order to get it right, I have to figure out where the real money is and what the bad sources are and who's trying to screw me and who's not as reliable as anyone else and who's giving me the best job offers more often. There's a lot of the old business sense, the 80-20 rule, in which it states, like 80% of your business is coming from 20% of your customers. 80% of my good jobs tend to come from 20% of my sources, always. Like the other ones, they're just trying to waste my time, so I just stopped talking to them and focused on that 20%. And then I deal with the other sources when I'm told to by Larry, and it has made me so much more profitable over time. Sorry. Like this job in particular, this is a favor that I'm doing for an unknown operative to you. Like, you probably never know his name, so it's better that I just never say it. He does go by a designation, but you shouldn't know that either, so go fuck yourself. I have to keep my secrets. I mean, you could look at this all day and just never understand any of it, and I'm happy about that. Now, I'm probably not going to get paid for this, so I would take something like number 8 as a loss and write it down in my other book as that. But I'll probably, because of the amount of Zamira that I get out of it, it will benefit me in the future. And I'll likely actually get leads from taking this loss because of how important it is to the community. Because they'll recognize my usefulness, and they'll offer me leads and jobs, which I usually take in exchange for jobs that I wouldn't have enough profit on. Like, let's see. Number 3, I got full payment on, but because of the way it went down, I couldn't salvage it. And salvage, you get a lot of your profit from salvage of artifacts and monster parts. So what I ended up taking was lead trades with that particular source, which is one of the sources I'm probably going to add to my 20% at some point. I have to reconfigure that because one of them died recently, so it's just basic stuff you have to go over all the time because it's a very high-risk profession that I'm in, and sources and leads and operatives and agents, they just disappear. Nobody fucking ever hears of them again. It's just that sort of thing. So, if you're looking to be in the field, this is one of those things you have to do. Like, this looks like incomprehensible nonsense to you. Like, a month before I started working, this sort of thing looked that way to me, but, 2 weeks after I was in, I realized how important this sort of codex is, and I made it, vital to myself to build something like this for myself. I have multiple different sources that I'm always working on for different encoding methods, because it's not my strong suit, so I always have to build it off of somebody else's thing, and then invent my own from it. So a few of the sources might be able to understand 1 or 2 columns that you're seeing, but I keep it messy enough that people would have a difficult time understanding what the hell's going on. But that's just a quick message, and this stuff is necessary. This is sort of like the boring stuff of the work I do, but it's totally necessary if you want to be successful. You have to do this stuff. It's completely vital to the profession. It helps you organize things, and it also makes sure your enemies don't have full knowledge, even if they're, coming into your house and looking through your stuff, which has happened in the past. They can teleport. I have protection up now, but back in the day, it was very vital that, they just tossed all my notebooks or tried to destroy them because they had no idea what the hell was going on. And I have seen other people, come to very quick ends because they just wrote everything down in a common language, and that is not a good idea. Alright, so I got more of this to do, and then I gotta talk with Larry today, see what's going on with what, and I'll wrap up this video, get it together, get it out to you. Alright, have a good one, stay safe out there.